when I'm dropping this. Nobody stopping this. Let's get fucked up. Get pumped up, get pumped up, get pumped up. The bass. Play the goddamn kit. Fucking tempo. My competition is missing.
Handy Sook researchers. This is the commentary video, post 182, for the main video, post 181. You can go watch the main video on my blog. It's too long to put onto YouTube. It's 1.5 hours. And I get into many things, including the past history of Handy Sook, the two sides that pretend to fight but appear to possibly be working together. That's been my opinion for a long time, but they did send in infiltrators into the research group. I'll call them the research group for now. I disagreed with both sides.
Hey, this is DJ Deadly Buddha, and I'm here with the hard data, and I'm with DJ Frankie Bones, and we're at the Unity Travel booth doing this interview at the EDM Biz Conference. And this weekend, Frankie Bones is playing at Electric Daisy Carnival number 20. Say hello, Frankie.
We're doing things that were...
Didn't his hair look like a cheap nylon wig then? Seriously, he looked like a nylon wig, but anyway.
We're very much similar to, and I didn't want to get involved in either side's tactics or baloney when I was just trying to do my own research. So I get into sort of the history of all of that, but more importantly, we have 100% proof that people were sent in as infiltrators. into the research group, and this has a number of implications down the line. Specifically, things like people who took over.
I collect all kinds of data. That's one thing I've done for years, and before I started making videos and stuff, because I was doing my own history research and having to deal with mass amounts of information. You kind of learn how to collect it and organize it so it's easy to get to, and so being organized is really helpful, and keeping all of that stuff is helpful because I've kept things that are far gone now off of the internet. So for those people listening out there, save everything. It doesn't take a lot of room to save stuff, especially nowadays that hard drives are really big and cheap. Save it all because you'll find these things disappear, and important stuff disappears. And if you have a copy, it's going to be important to have. So, but yeah.
In a general way, save everything you can. Yeah, if you find like a rare photograph or a PDF file, just save it. Better safe than sorry.
Exactly. And I went by doing that years ago, and I never have regretted it. I'll tell you, I just didn't know. I had a feeling I got to save all this stuff, and then found out that all these websites disappear, or they get terminated by somebody because someone doesn't like them. And same with videos too, with all the edit things that have happened with certain video platforms.
It is also like truly astounding how many videos have vanished. I think early 2019 or late 2018 there were like various articles in mainstream papers that they're really going to ban conspiracy-based videos. Like, it was really incredible, and they really have done that. I'm also so happy, and that still my YouTube channel is still up here.
I'm glad too, and I was worried about it at one point because I lost a couple channels, but I was doing much more controversial stuff at a very targeted thing that became a major problem that people attacked, and I got caught in the whole mix of it. That's kind of the problem. You get lumped in and attacked. So I was just glad that you weren't taken down like that. It's good.
Blood says, June 1st, 2012 at 11. $11:23 a.m. Hi Jack. Did you hear that the police admitted the rumor that this guy that goes by his new name of Luka Magnotta once dated the very famous Canadian serial killer Carla Hamelka? Interesting too that high-ranking Canadian forces based Trenton Commander Russell Williams, found out to be a serial killer of women, was a friend of Canadian serial killer Paul Bernardo, the husband of Carla Hamelka. Search YouTube for Luka Magnotta. There are many glamour vids of this ass pirate. Also stuff out him being a kitten killer, via drowning and feeding too.
Rocco Magnotta, name change analysis, Elite Connections. June 2, 2012 by Jack Blood. Filed under commentary. One comment. From one of our great readers, listeners. Follow up on our story. Police ignored man saying he'd seen Luka Magnotta's murder and dismemberment video online. Elite Boy Toy? Luka Magnotta. By Joel for Deadline Live.
I fucking love you. I fucking love you. I love you. I fucking love you too. I fucking love you too. Hello, all you. Hello, all you from all my heart. I mean, know this fucking deal that I'm about to sign. What the fuck is that? What is it? They're being a hypocrite is what it is. You know? It's triggered. It's triggered like a motherfucker. Sorry guys, didn't mean to trigger him this early, but you know shit happens, right? Joel. Hi, Joel Empire, aka FCSP. Oh, so you heard me. Right on, brother.
Of course I know about you. I know everything about you. And you know nothing about me.
Okay, enough of that. I'm just razzing the little zombie cuck because he came in hot and heavy with pages and pages of docs on me that were all wrong. He shows up on my channel for no reason and starts threatening me over something that's none of his business. But besides that, he made a bunch of videos and he was claiming he didn't have any connection to hoax or something like that. I'd mentioned in one of my videos that he was promoting hoax ideas. One of the ideas he promoted was the check-in sign, and he denied this in one of his videos, which are nearly impossible to understand because he has loud music running throughout. But he denied this and said, well, maybe you got me mixed up with somebody else. Well, no, I don't, because this is the video in which you claim the check-in sign was some sort of a proof of a hoax at Sandy Hook. And the check-in sign has been debunked thoroughly by many people, including myself, in an extremely detailed fashion. And this video you made in September of 2015, and you claimed it meant something. And the check-in sign's a joke. It was not present until Sunday. It wasn't active and working until Sunday. There's a picture of it late Saturday night, but it's not actually illuminated. So until it's flashing and on is the only time it's going to be doing its job. And it was definitely not there on Friday, the 14th, the date of the massacre. So it's irrelevant. How can you have people checking in when there's no check-in sign and all of that? Checking into the hoax, the drill capstone event, all of that baloney. And you'll see also here he's pushing bullshit. There was no real blood at Boston either. And further down in this video, here's a comment he left. He left a few. This is one of the ones that stood out. All anyone has to do is look at the outside of the damn building. Lol. Place looked unused! Exclamation mark. This was Newtown, not some bum F town. Well, the building was fully in use. It was fully occupied, budgeted for, working, all of those things. So once again, he's pushing hoax ideas, which are bullshit. But hey, you're free to have your own opinion, and I'm just pointing it out that I've seen him around. I notice things. I notice who you run with and who you've run with in the past. And actually, I've liked some of the work you've done in the past going after Umbrella Graph. But we'll get onto that in a moment. Now, I don't know why he's asking in his video if I've heard of him when he was just on one of my videos leaving lots of comments back in, let me check here, June 30th of 2017. So 7 months ago, 8 months ago. And he showed up on my video to claim that the person that's the sort of focus of this video, who I'm calling Vapor, was not in the military when he was in the military. And you can believe whatever you want, but I have evidence he was in the military, and I'm not disclosing that. So don't even ask for me to do that. But to get at is a little secret society that had a meeting and did a little chatty-do, I guess. I'll use Umbrella Graph's terms here. And they had a little bit of a chat, and it was pretty interesting, actually. So I would thank for hosting this and having this discussion, because there was many interesting things heard, as you'll hear in a moment. I'm going to be playing about 4 minutes of this. It was something like 45 minutes long, and I cut out a few things that were interesting. 3 sections, and it totals 4 minutes. And there's some interesting things said by Vapor and Tiff Tiff and Katie Schill. And I want to say off the top here to Katie Schill, I don't know her, I know of her, and I'm only calling you that because I'm using pet names for a reason. I'm not using any real names, and I'm not using any screen names. And I only found that picture and used it because I thought it was kind of funny. I understand it might not be real. So it's just used for humor and for lack of another picture, etc. So don't take that as a big offense. I have nothing against you or anything like that. So I want to be clear on that. But now I'm going to read something before I play these audio clips. So I wrote down a few things I wanted to read through, and it's better to do it this way because I am using pet names for people. So I'm not using any real names or screen names. And some of these are hard to remember. And there's a lot of information here. It's quite dense, and I don't want to forget. So with the combinations of things, it was just better to write it down and read through it. So I'm just going to read through this. It's not very long, but it's going to hit on a bunch of things that are mentioned in the video or the audio you're going to hear. And so you'll know what they're talking about. So it'll sort of warm you up to the ideas of what they're discussing. So I'll just read through this now. Vapor was working for both sides of hoax and anti-hoax. He worked for Federal Reigns. He's been friends with Zero for years, as he claimed. He was friendly with Tiff Tiff. He was intimate friends with Jenny Boy. And he was friendly with you, Zombie Cuck. Vapor was also friendly with KJ. As I showed in a previous video, both he and KJ were moderators on Truther Wars, where they viciously attacked the hoaxers. So there appears to be a conflict of interest. Speaking of conflicts of interest, Tiff Tiff was also very close to Federal Reigns. In fact, she may have been a member. Some of you may have forgot how she and Umbrella Graph flirted over the interwebs as she pretended to be his daughter. At the same time, they were both deeply involved with pushing hoax theories and trolling and doxing people. Here's another link most people probably don't know about. Tiff Tiff came out in defense of a man named DMM. She took a lot of heat about this because DMM clearly posted pedographic type videos. What people probably don't know is DMM was a member of Federal Reigns. While DMM was a member of Federal Reigns, he posted the infamous and fake "I am Adam Lanza, I will be famous" video. What people probably don't know is DMM's fake "I am Adam Lanza" video and other naughty online activities was the main reason for Lieutenant Paul Vance to issue his threat warning about posting disinfo on social media and his infamous statement about "if you don't hear it from these microphones," etc., etc. And there I'm referring to Sandy Hook. Continuing. DMM spent a lot of time running around on YouTube and the interwebs, gang stalking and threatening people. This is the function of Federal Reigns, exactly as Vapor described his job assignment by the FBI. Since Federal Reigns styles themselves as white knights, when in fact they attack anyone and everyone. And unlike what they claim, they do attack people without provocation. I know this from personal experience. Another interesting case is Doug Magoo. Doug was a hoaxer who supposedly went to jail for, quote, terrorist threats. Somehow he was released from prison, undoubtedly on parole, and he was instantly assigned to run 50+ websites for the anti-hoax group. he was also intimately involved with a hoaxer named Jenny Boy, who has made threats to this exact same group. What people may not know is that Jenny Boy was a long-term member of Federal Reigns. She worked with Agent Gimp and Umbrella Graph for many years. She trolled and threatened many people for them, including myself. It's also claimed that Jenny Boy was in control of and had admin privileges to the 50-plus websites run by the anti-hoax group. So that's about it for that. I just wanted to give you some food for thought on what exactly you're going to be listening to. And remember, these are not my words. These are the words of Zombie Cuck, Vapor, Tiff Tiff, and Katie Shill, the infamous Cuck and Shill secret society.
May I iterate something here? Okay.
Please do.
I presented facts about Jenny. Drug dealing, using drugs, and threatening to kill her daughter and herself. You guys took it as a joke. And I had been working that shit for like 3-4 months to get her to admit to everything.
Yep.
That's some serious shit. Other people knew.
Well, explain what happened with that, because people listening may not know what you're talking about.
I set her up.
What do you mean you said? What happened?
She told me what I wanted to know. Everybody wanted to know if it was true, if she was doing drugs, using drugs, mistreating her child. And she was.
And is this the person?
And you also she also admitted to the Pornhub stuff too.
Right. She uploaded Tiffany's porn. I've got everything, man.
Okay, let's be clear. It wasn't porn. It was porn that with the intention of it being porn. It was just a personal video.
She did everything. It was fed to her. She denied it. And I made her admit to it.
So you took Tiffany's porn and baited Jenny with it?
No, I didn't take it.
It was a personal video.
Okay, because earlier in this broadcast, Katie said that she gave the porn to you and you gave the porn to Jenny.
Yeah, things happen.
Okay, just so that you understand what was said earlier. I mean, it's all kosher, but I just want to make sure that there's clear communication.
We're all under the same understanding. We all know.
Yep. And Tiffany knows everything.
Jenny was the one that uploaded it. Forrest may have uploaded it a couple of times to like 8chan, 4chan, shit like that, but she didn't upload
why are you playing coy? Why are you playing dumb? Because you knew I was in that hangout with that they were all in, and you knew that I knew this already. So I'm just kind of curious why you're acting.
What are
you discussing?
You guys thought it was a joke or it was some troll something. No, that shit's real.
Yep.
It's really real. Like CPS
you guys,
is on her ass.
You guys were in that group. You guys were invited into that group call that we had on Google Hangout, and you saw everything that we wrote. You know, it was pretty clear what happened at that point because we talked about it openly.
The sudden ignorance as to what had happened or what had gone on is just kind of mind-boggling to me because, I mean, he knows. So,
I mean, this is serious business, though. Here, okay. The guy just got out of jail for apparently a terrorist act. Okay, this is his speaking over here. And Lenny has given him the keys to the administrative sites. This guy who...
Wait.
So, Doug owns he's administrator over 50 sites that...
Why can't you answer that question?
All of these sites directly go back and are tied to...
I'm just going to answer the questions.
Important now because everyone that supports the network in turn is supporting the links. A lot of the links have not only false evidence, they have he's posting. He's actually going up and blogging and actually putting up the material for Jennifer.
is administrator to 85% of those sites.
If she was, she'd be able to take her stuff down.
No, it's there
Or
for a
would she?
reason. But
Really?
Jennifer is administrator to 85% of those sites.
If she was, she'd be able to take her stuff down.
No, it's there
Or
for a
would she?
reason. But
Really?
Jennifer is administrator to 85% of those sites.
If she was, she'd be able to take her stuff down.
No, it's there
Or
for a
would she?
reason.
I think my job is finished here. Any questions?
Fatality.
Hello, everyone. You know who this is, yet you have absolutely no idea. Of course.
So you understand what just went on. They showed that Aryan Empire's admitted to those channels, one of them being NancyLanza, which is to do with Sandy Hook. She's the mother of the boy who did the killings. So the NancyLanza blogspot, which Aryan Empire's advertised as one of his other channels, they go in and they put in a password reset, and it says show the email address, which they do. They then say, we've sent an email to your recovery address, trollops@gmail.com. Okay, now that's Trollop's Gmail. To compound it, 2 days later, Trollop makes a video saying you tried to hack my account and shows the email. Well, Trollop Rule shouldn't have had that because it was an Aryan Empire's thing. But because the recovery address was to Trollop Rules, Trollop didn't think straight. So there we go. Hope you understand that. We can talk about it if you don't.